In many research studies, dogs have shown an impressive ability to not only perceive the attentional direction of humans and conspecifics, but also to identify and understand others' emotions. These skills are evolutionarily valuable in that they allow an individual to more effectively process their environment. These abilities have most likely been strengthened because dogs have lived closely with humans for such a long time, more than 10,000 years. This long-term relationship provides excellent groundwork for dogs working with humans in a service and/or therapeutic capacity. First, we explored studies involving dog recognition of human attention.
Dogs are able to understand what and where we humans' attention is directed. But the age of the dog and the connection between the dog and a human can affect this capability. By observing humans, dogs are able to find new information about their surroundings and apply it to their own benefits. Aged dogs, especially, are found to pay more attention and be more responsive towards their owners. In a study where a dog was positioned between its owner and an unfamiliar person, the graph shows that the dog gazed at its owner significantly more than the stranger. In a second version of this study, the owner's head was not detectable. This caused a reduction in attention towards the owners. This verifies that a dog's attention is influenced by the age of the dog as well as the connection between the dog and the human.
A study testing jealous behaviors in dogs found that when their owner was giving attention to novel objects, the dog showed significantly more jealous behaviors when that object was a vocalizing toy dog than when it was either a jack-o'-lantern or a book. As shown on this graph, these behaviors include snapping at the object, whining, and orienting between the owner and the object. The results of this study support the theory that dogs recognize when a human's attention is, but also show that this ability actually impacts the dog's emotions and behaviors.
Now we're talking about dogs' emotion recognition. Dogs have a lateralized emotional processing system that uses the valence model, meaning the right brain processes negative emotions and the left brain processes positive emotions. Dogs demonstrate a left gaze bias when presented with images of negative canine facial expressions and a right gaze bias when presented with images of positive facial canine expressions. If emotion was just being recognized, the two emotional states, positive and negative, would be processed in the same area of the brain. Dogs lateralize emotion, but their oxytocin levels also change when looking at human emotions. This graph shows that oxytocin levels in dogs increase when looking at a happy human face and decrease when looking at an angry human face. Oxytocin is related to bonding. One would expect a negative facial expression to cause a decrease in the hormone, which is exactly what the dogs exhibit. In this video, a woman is assigning a happy emotion to a water bottle and a disgust emotion to the other water bottle. The dog then is able to fetch the water bottle that is associated with the happy emotion.
Through the long-term domestication of dogs, we bred for dogs who were kinder, and thus we humans have unintentionally, over thousands of years, bred for dogs who were more in touch with our emotions. Now we see that dogs react to and aid in our emotions, such as showing concern when people are sad and bonding with and comforting children with special needs. Some researchers argue that this shows empathy because the dogs are able to respond to our emotions so efficiently. Studies have even shown that humans are more likely to turn to their canine companions for stability and comfort in times of need rather than their friends and family. Another study found that dogs experience an increase in stress hormones when their owners exhibit distress. They are actively responding and seemingly concerned for their companion. If dogs were not able to recognize human emotions, the support and comfort received would be minimal.
However, because dogs are unable to pass the mirror test, which tests theory of mind, other researchers remain skeptical about canine ability to empathize, because many believe that theory of mind is important for an individual to experience empathy. Instances where dogs seem to demonstrate empathy may just be the result of emotional contagion, in which animals are affected by another's emotional state and react to it. But unlike empathy, it does not require self-awareness.
Clearly, dogs have shown to be attuned to emotional and attentional cues provided by humans, and this is likely due to the long history of domestication and companionship with humans. Dogs have not only been shown to be aware of human emotion, but also physiologically impacted by it. This helps to explain why they have been so utilized as emotional support animals and familial companions. Furthermore, their recognition of human attentional states is also a clear result of their close relationships with humans, giving us incentive to use them as service animals for people with a variety of disabilities. This recognition has even been shown to impact their emotional states and alter their behaviors. While there is some evidence supporting emotional contagion between dogs and humans, it is still debated whether or not they can empathize with us. However, these evolved abilities display why our relationship with canines is both so unique and beneficial. Next time you interact with a dog, think about the fact that they may be more attuned to our attention and emotions than you may believe.